Okay, here today we're talking about the PlayStation 6
Oh,
because
really?
Sony has now officially discussed it.
Huh?
But
Officially?
what's interesting is they didn't say, "Here's the
Uh-oh, here we go.
PS6. It costs $1,000. Here's
Stop
the
with the
PlayStation 6. Here's the
excuses,
screenshot.
Jimmy.
Here's graphics. Here's the logo."
Stop with
Instead,
the excuses,
Sony
Jimmy.
came out last night and said,
really?
"Hey, we're not sure when to release it."
Oh,
they
okay.
said officially that they're
That's what
doing the
PlayStation
production,
said?
that they're making games, that they're working.
Then who the hell is Zubitech? President and CEO of Sony Group Corporation, Hideo Teriyaki. We have not decided when to launch the next generation console. This man don't even work for PlayStation, and you guys are out here taking this man's words for it? You guys so fooled off Reddit, trust me, bro. I mean, oh, he's an insider. He leaking. Bro, the only thing is leaking is the brain fluid out of your brain cells, bro. What are you people even talking about, man? This is absolutely ridiculous. Sony did not confirm anything. You people out here making stuff up.
They're doing that kind of stuff, but they're basically saying, we're not sure we can actually release.
You are basically saying it. Because if it was PlayStation, it would say Sony Interactive Entertainment. It wouldn't say Zubitech said that this president of Sony said it. We would have the official confirmed sources from Sony themselves. You people are out here making up nonsense.
It in 2020.
And what's even more laughable is that the PlayStation 5 is barely even getting started. You guys waited 7 years to probably play Intergalactic. And now we already moving to the PlayStation 6? You gotta be kidding me.
7, even though there a bunch of stuff. Apparently the PS5 is actually kind of going off a cliff. The price increase of the PlayStation 5 basically killed the sales very, very extremely bad.
Well, don't worry about it, because I can guarantee that when GTA 6 comes out, not an exclusive, third party, them PlayStation 5 sales gonna be going up again. Don't you worry about it. Just goes to show you that nobody cares, because if people was anticipating for Wolverine that's coming out this year, they would still be picking up a PlayStation 5. Wouldn't they? If they buy a platform for exclusives? Clearly that's not the case, but I can guarantee that when GTA 6 drops out, people are gonna buy a PlayStation 5. It is what it is. Which also goes to show you that nobody cares about your exclusive games. Just like you said in the last video of how PlayStation 6 is going to be nothing but a cross-generation of PlayStation 5. Exactly. Gamester with another W. We got all the receipts, baby. We've been covering this for a long time, and just to see you ponies scrambling for every little thing that you can find to keep this little console war going on, and guess what? You're still wrong.
But additionally, they're now talking AI. Straight up they're saying, hey, we need AI.
I thought it was just Airbox. I guess PlayStation is dead too, huh? Because when it was Xbox, all this stuff that they be doing with Xbox is just projection. They want to blame Microsoft for everything going on in the gaming industry, when in reality, gaming has changed right in front of them. That's why I call you guys Uncasauruses and dinosaurs, because you guys can't read the room. That's all it is, bro. We've been doing these videos for years, and y'all still holding on to these PlayStation dog bone controllers. You know, still holding on to your artifacts, thinking that gaming is going to be just like how it was back in the days. Back in my days, we used to buy the Nintendo 64 and the PlayStation 1 for exclusives. We didn't care about a game like Fortnite.
A couple games. And I want to break all this down because I feel like it's painting a picture that Sony...
The only thing being broken down is you fanboys.
...is getting blindly confident, but they are listening to fans. I think they
they're listening. Oh, you hear that? You tell me, yeah. Did they listen to you when they raised the price up of the PlayStation console? Did PlayStation listen to you when they raised the price of PlayStation Plus? Did they listen to you? When people said that PlayStation don't have enough games, no, they did not care. What are you talking about, bro? How about all the games that you told PlayStation, hey, we would want these games to come back? Warhawk, MotorStorm. Did PlayStation listen to you then? No, they didn't. What are you talking about? PlayStation ain't been listening to nobody besides hustling people off 30% and membership fees. That's all that PlayStation cares about.
To the fact that right now, if you drop the PlayStation 6 next year, let's say, 15 months from now, let's say they drop it and it costs even $800, I don't think anybody would buy it. And a bad launch leads to a very abysmal console cycle. But
Well,
let's get
well,
into
I guess PlayStation is dead, huh? I guess that's what he's talking about.
They're basically saying to their investors, to the
Look
public,
at that.
like, okay,
They're out here adding Grand Theft Auto 6 like it's some form of PlayStation exclusive. You see how ridiculous these ponies are? You guys have no games. Ghost of Yote, didn't that game come out last year for y'all? So that don't even count? Sony highlighted GTA 6 along with its first-party titles. I told you, they really think that game's exclusive. Unbelievable, man. I told you, bro. They out here promoting GTA 6 like as if you can't play the game on Xbox. Yo, PlayStation is down bad, bro.
the console right now is not selling. They're basically saying that, right now, things are in a very bad spot. They just did such a big price increase recently. They're basically saying, okay, things are bad at the moment, but the sales are going to go way, way up. They're saying that basically they think that first-party games like Ghost of Yote are going to keep selling, Tokon Fighting Souls, GTA 6 is apparently going to have a giant marketing
Why are you
deal.
skipping Marathon? Why did you purposely skip Marathon and Sorrows like that? Like as if those... Keep hope alive! Keep hope alive! Marvin Tukin and Marvel Wolverine. Oh, two superhero games, man. I mean, at this point, PlayStation is known just for making superheroes. This is ridiculous.
Amount of possibly maybe an additional 10, 15 million PlayStation 5 sold here in literally the next...
And don't you worry. It's all going to be because of that game on the bottom right corner. Not because of all those other games that Sony showed. Because of that game right at the bottom.
6 months. At least that's what they're claiming to investors. They did announce, actually, that this is now up to 93.7
there you go.
PlayStation 5s, which does make it technically slightly ahead of the PlayStation 4, which felt crazy big.
But if you look at the software, the PlayStation 4 sold better in software. Y'all like their games, you're right. Yeah, it makes it slightly better than the PlayStation 5, but like I've said before, the PlayStation 4 is by far Sony's most successful console. They made money off membership. They made money off exclusive games. The PS4 was PlayStation's best overall console. Now, people say the PS2 was, but if you look at the software sales, it was much lower than what you get with the PS4, and third-party dominates on everything, besides Nintendo devices, of course. But then PlayStation games they were up there with a lot of those third-party titles. You feel me? So that shows you that PlayStation 4 was Sony's most impactful console generation of all time.
Big. It is weird to just think about the fact that the PS5 doing so well now, after all the console shortages we had for that first year, they've really, really caught up.
I mean, I'm not surprised. Because like I've said before, that ain't nothing but a third-party box. PlayStation 4 was successful because of its own software. PS5 is only successful because it banks off the backs of games like Fortnite, Apex Legends, and you guys know the same list of games that I've always keep mentioning. That's the reason why the PS5 is successful. You take those games away from the PS5, and the PS5 would look no different than the Wii U. Probably even worse.
I really like talking about the console wars. I really like seeing those big leaps in tech. I like to see those advancements in how games look and operate. And this is the first console generation that I'm basically on my knees in the rain praying doesn't come out before.
I told y'all. The man just came out and said, I told you this man was praying. He prayed for just one exclusive raindrop to come from the skies, man. I told you, these ponies, they're in a deserted wasteland, man. They out here, water! You got Xbox out here feeding them carrots and stuff. They need their nutrition.
T30, because I do think that if they drop this during this AI bubble before the burst happens, this system is very likely going to be over $1,000. And I just can't imagine a system getting mainstream appeal at that price point. That would literally be the PlayStation 5 launched at $500 and the PlayStation 6 launches at $1,000. Like, just to be that guy.
I mean, they dropped the PlayStation 5 Pro. They raised that up to $900, and y'all sat there and ate that up. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, PlayStation has already sold you a $1,000 console. PS5 Pro with the disc drive is $1,000. So when you guys sit there and say, oh, well, they never sold us a $1,000 console. Yes, they did. The PS5 Pro. And y'all accepted it. What are you talking about?
money that we're not going to see for a bit. That's a good point.
No. You're not spending no money. You know who's spending the money? The third party. People playing Fortnite. They're the breadwinners. They're the ones making sure that your platform stays afloat. I guarantee, bro, if Fortnite did not exist on your platform, PlayStation would be dead right now. You understand that? That's how embarrassing this. If you take all the third-party games, right? Now, mind you, Switch 2 barely even has third-party. But if you take even any more third-party than the Switch 2 has, the Switch 2 would have still sold well. See, that's what you guys don't understand. People that buy Nintendo platforms buy it for its own software. You see, so when Nintendo was going through these growing pains during the N64 and GameCube, that's when they started putting the love for their titles and people started appreciating them for it. PlayStation, they have built their foundations and their pillars off nothing but third-party games. So when that is obsolete and your competition, which is the Xbox PC right around the corner, offers a better service to play the same games that are available on PlayStation, where do you think those gamers are going to go? They're going to go to the Xbox PC, bro. See, that's what you guys don't understand. Microsoft, by already saying that you could bring your old Xbox catalog, already solidified that 35 million of Xbox Series S and X users to get that Xbox PC automatically, right? People say, well, PlayStation got 92 mil. 92 mil is going to obviously upgrade to the PS6. No, it's not going to work in the same factor. Because you know why? Because you have built the foundations of PlayStation off nothing but third party. But Xbox is third party. What do you mean? But Xbox is going to be third party with free online, good old games, and Steam. You don't think these gamers are going to start looking into that like, hold on, I get more freedom buying this than I'm getting with a PlayStation console on top of paying for PlayStation Plus and then paying $70, $80, possibly maybe even $100 for the same games you can play on Xbox for $20 a month? You ponies need to get real. You guys are the ones that are in trouble, not Microsoft. And that's why you scared. Look at it. Look at the scared look on his face. He knows it's the end. PlayStation can't do nothing. Oh, but we got exclusive. Well, you guess what? You got to have to start buying them first. And stop using Nintendo as a cope. Oh, but Nintendo gamers have nothing to do with you, though. That has more to do with their platform. You're not Nintendo. Cut it out, bro. You're nothing but a pony. That's all you are.
Sony specifically, they've released every console in the holidays. They release every single console, usually October, November, December. Language learning models, LLMs. This is basically, there's different types of AI.
Why y'all using AI?
There's AI that will help you do giant number crunching. There's been this thing where they've been trying to basically scientifically reverse engineer protein folding to find like cancer cures and stuff like that. But it takes billions of tiny.
And the funny thing is, weren't you bashing Xbox for the AI just to find out that PlayStation is also doing it with their platform? But yet the tune has changed. The tune has absolutely changed, and you know you ponies are going to accept this.
AI has now completed protein folding calculations. The other side of it, the part that I don't like, that a lot of people don't like, is generative AI. Basically, instead of hiring artists, team people to make music and background stuff, they have AI generate that. Okay. And they're basically saying that sounds like they're trying to make generative AI, or I guess I shouldn't say sounds like, they're just saying it. Sony has outlined an AI strategy together with Bandai Namco.
I thought it was Airbox. I thought only Airbox did this.
A psycho.
I thought Airbox. I thought Sony didn't do AI.
AI generated to explore
Sony
how
doing
generative AI can best serve creators and video preparation. First-party AI to automate it.
First-party AI.
Improving engineering productivity and accelerating Q&A and 3D modeling. AI is powerful too, but it's not in the comments down below. And how do you...
Yep. Like I said, and the funny thing is Zubitech is not a person from PlayStation. So stop acting like he's coming out saying what Hideo Teriyaki's saying, okay? The man is out here getting this information from a Chinese food restaurant, okay? Hideo Teriyaki. Okay, the man went through his fortune cookie and said that PlayStation has said we have not decided when to launch our next generation console. Tell the man to lay off the fortune cookies. All right, nobody trusts you people over the internet, man. You guys are saying that Hideo Teriyaki's saying it, but the only person I see saying something is Zubitech, and he don't even work for PlayStation. Like, what is wrong with you people? Now we're gonna have to flame these dudes because you guys are ridiculous, bro. Out here taking leaks and rumors. This is what y'all do. Nothing credible. Nothing sticks with these dudes, man. You know, they still console war. This is all they got. This is all they know. They just keep pushing it. It don't even matter what it is, man. $1,000 console, $100 game, game pad, airbot game. The same talking points, it's the same everything. You guys have nothing, and guess what? We enjoy flaming you fanboys because guess what? Everything that you have ever built up has burned right in front of your faces, and you can't do nothing about it. In a casual gamer don't care. They out here laughing at you like a character from Streets of Rage. Or Final Fight. You know, when the Final Fight boss knocks you down, every time they stand up, I'm gonna get you! I'm gonna get you! And you're Cody trying to beat up the boss, and he just knocks you down to the floor. Oh, I'm gonna get you! And then he just knocks him down again. You guys are literally a beat 'em up character, bro. Like, that's what it is, bro. They stand up, they get knocked down, they stand up, and the boss just keeps knocking them down. You know, maybe you should have picked up the chicken. You should have picked up the pizza that was on the floor. Oh, you picked up the chicken now? You just fall down more times. That's all it is, man. Yo, I swear, watch you guys go play a Final Fight, and that's what it is, man. They trying to mess with the guy at the car with his group, and they just keep getting knocked down to the floor. Gaming is not gonna be AI. Gaming is about exclusives. Every time they get knocked down, every time they say something stupid. Shut up. Gaming is over. It's about time the prehistoric dinosaur era is over. And sorry, Uncle Saurus, gaming, should I say it? Bye.